The President of the Senate, Tasmanian Labour Senator Mr O'Byrne, said the Parliament would not get to the bottom of the affair until there had been an inquiry. The opposition leader, Mr Fraser, said he could not see how the tabling of documents carefully selected by Mr Whitlam could resolve the matter. Mr Fraser said the truth might only come out after the government had fallen. The Premier, Sir Charles Court, described the Prime Minister's decision to recall federal Parliament as a cover-up measure designed to avoid complete exposure of the federal government's overseas borrowing fiasco. Australia's fast bowlers have had a tough time against Glamorgan at Swansea in Wales. Glamorgan declared its first innings closed at 8 for 302, and at stumps, Australia was none for 32 in reply. Ashley Mallett took 3 wickets, and Max Walker and Ian Chappell 2 each. Max Walker was the only successful fast bowler. This is Les Welch for 6TZ CI News.
Good morning, Starshine. How are you? That's Oliver. 9:10 with 6T's CI, and it's a song especially for those who may be apart from their loved ones. All that glitters is not gold, which is the case when you become a star like David Essex there, as he's probably found himself. 9:18 with 6T's CI right now, and neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye, right? A beautiful Gladys night, and neither one of those. On 6T's CI, a wet Sunday, July 6. Currently 15 degrees with Peter Hale going through until midday today. And in case you're looking for petrol, here at the rostered service stations on duty this morning, in Bunbury, Mackenzie's Motors Private Limited, Blair Street, Bunbury, and also Federal Service Station, corner of Forest Avenue, and Spencer Street, Bunbury. Collie, it's the Steer Inn service station, where else but Steer Street, Collie.
See how much car your money can buy from Toyota.
Number 2, that's Bunbury Trader, brings you the 6T's CI match of the day today. Yes, South Bunbury versus Collie at Hands Oval. Should be a goodie.
What do you say we have a go at the bump, eh? That is Kenny, 6T's CI. 2 minutes to 6. News is next.
News of the Southwest presented through the courtesy of South State Leyland Specialist Car Division, dealers for Jaguar, Rover, Land Rover, Range Rover, Triumph. Peter Hale reporting. Mr John Simpson, MLA member for Bunbury, has announced that $95,002 will be spent on upgrading the South Bunbury Primary School. Work will begin soon by Bunbury contractors TD Scott and is due to be completed on November 14th, said Mr Simpson. Rural petrol and oil prices will rise by about 3 cents a gallon in the next couple of weeks. It is due to an increased cost of transport of petroleum products. If you think we've got it bad, Alice Springs are expecting an increase by about $1.02. In women's hockey, Geraldton defeated the Collie side 3-0 to win the 1975 Country Week pennant at Langley Park. That's News for Southwest for today. Peter Hale reporting.
Thank you, Peter. Before leaving News of the Southwest today, a news release just to hand. Mr John Simpson, MLA, member for Bunbury, has received from the Bunbury Voluntary Community Group a plan for a community centre, which they claim will be of great benefit to the people living in the Withers area.
You can go along and find out, if you want to, tonight at the Forest Drive-In and see the film Who is Harry Kellerman, starring Dustin Hoffman, and it's for mature audiences too, right? Also showing tonight is the Avengers star Patrick McNee in Mr Jericho, which is not recommended for children either. So go along and see Who is Harry Kellerman and Mr Jericho tonight only, that's only, at the Forest Drive-In Bustle Highway, Bunbury. Sounds pretty good. A brand new Dusty Springfield from 1970. It's 4 minutes away from 10, taking us up to news time. The top-selling single around Australia at the moment for Pilot.